For the next 7 days, I'll be traveling across 8 countries in 3 continents. In this video, I'll show you the adventurous journey that began from Lagos, Nigeria, all the way to Sarajevo and Mostar in Bosnia, after a layover in Istanbul, Turkey. This was one of the helmets that was used during the war. I have found someone who is willing to tell me about the history. I visited the Sarajevo Tunnel Museum, that is often called the Tunnel of Hope, and learned more about the Serbian-Bosnia conflict of the 90s. I embarked on a long road trip from Sarajevo to Mostar to see the famous Mostar Old Bridge and the various Ottoman architectures that makes Bosnia unique. I interacted with the locals and discovered a lot of interesting things along the way. How are they surviving?
A welcoming town of Mostar.
Please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to ensure you don't miss any of the videos in this series. So you can see it right behind me. Keep watching, and I promise it's going to be an exciting ride for you as it was for me. This trip is going to start from Lagos, which is the commercial hub of Africa, located here in Nigeria, straight to Europe, and across Bosnia. We go to Montenegro, we go to Albania, go to Kosovo, South Macedonia, straight to Serbia, to North America, and that is going to be where our final stop will be in New York. I'm currently here at the Murtala International Airport, a wonderful, beautiful airport that has recently got a facelift and it looks really nice. From Lagos, I'm flying to Istanbul in Turkey, just a layover. Then from Istanbul, I take a flight to Bosnia and Herzegovina. I would arrive in Sarajevo, and from Sarajevo, I make a short trip to Mostar. Check-in time. The Lagos airport has received some recent renovations that makes it look better than what it used to be, and it was nice to see everyone behaving a lot more professionally. Check-in completed, heading to the boarding gates. The adventure begins, guys. Let's go catch our flight. I just arrived in Turkey, the beautiful Istanbul airport. This is the second time I will be making a stopover in this airport, but I can't say I have visited Turkey yet because I have never had the opportunity of exploring its cities. Now, that brings me to the purpose of this video. Why will anyone wake up from their sleep and decide they want to travel 7 countries in as many days? Well, in my case, I want to visit every single country on earth if the creator of this beautiful diverse world makes it possible for me to do so. This ambitious desire of mine would certainly require a lot, considering I travel on a Nigerian passport that has a lot of visa restrictions. So I decided to be creative and break things down into milestones that are achievable. And so far, I have set a milestone of traveling 40 countries by the time I turn 40 years old. Before I embarked on this journey, I was officially on country number 26. And I can't wait to see how close to country number 40 this 7 days adventure is going to get me. So keep watching as I catch the very next flight from Turkey to Bosnia. Oh, before I hop on that flight, ensure you have hit that subscribe button. By the time I'm getting to Bosnia, I want to see my subscriber count increase in multiple folds. Don't disappoint me, guys. I just arrived Bosnia and Herzegovina, and I can't wait to explore this country for the next 24 hours. I know you're probably wondering how possible it is to explore a country in 1 day. Just keep watching and see me do it. So I believe this is where I have to mention that I am still planning this trip as I'm embarking upon it. A classical case of building a plane while you fly it. I had actually booked a local guide who would take me around the city of Sarajevo upon arrival, and from here he was going to take me all the way to Mostar. And unfortunately, I just got a cancellation because there was a flood that happened some days ago, and a lot of cities along the way were affected, and I was told that some people lost their lives. It's such a sad news, and I pray that the people of Bosnia never have to witness such a sad event again. So right now, I'm just going to go outside the airport, look for a local taxi, someone that can take me around the city, and I will look for a way to get to Mostar afterwards, because I'm very, very eager to see the famous old bridge in Mostar. So let's see how that goes. Bosnia and Herzegovina is a country on the Balkan Peninsula in southeastern Europe, with a population of nearly 3.5 million people. Bosnia is the first country I explored in this travel adventure, with visits to medieval castles, tour of some ancient civilizations, and dining in local restaurants. My journey to explore Sarajevo began with the chance encounter I had with my airport taxi driver. Thanks to Google Translate, we were able to communicate easily, and I'm truly glad I crossed paths with him. So let's go to the tunnel museum first. It's a tunnel under the runway built during the war to see it. Then we'll go up the city to see the Princip Bridge and Trebevich, and then go to the bus station. Perfect. So guys, I got a taxi at the airport. I told the taxi, show me all of the best places to see in Sarajevo. It doesn't speak English, and so we're using Google Translate. And so right now, we are going to see all of the places he's going to show me, and we'll document everything before we head to Mostar. I'm excited, guys.
Mostar ne možeš ni sa autobusom.
The way to Mostar is closed. You can't go to Mostar by bus or train because there was a flood. The roads were washed away. Wow. So the only way I get to Mostar is by taxi.
7, 8 o'clock driver.
If I join the bus,
Yes,
they'll get there by 7 o'clock.
yes. Taxi 3 o'clock maximum.
How much taxi?
350 euro.
350 what?
Euro.
Euros.
Yes.
Whoa. This visit to the Sarajevo Tunnel Museum helped me to better understand the history of the Bosnian War of 1992 to 1995, which started after the breakup of Yugoslavia and the declaration of independence by Bosnia. Enemy troops laid siege on Sarajevo for nearly 1,500 days, making it the longest siege in modern history. Thousands of lives were lost and countless properties were destroyed while the war lasted, all of which could have been avoided. The whole story truly makes me wish that nations can always toe the path of peaceful resolution to every conflict. So here it's a bit higher. We can stand straight and not bend anymore. So we just came out from the tunnel. I learned it has been reduced to around 130 meters compared to the 800 meters it was originally dug to be. This is really fascinating for me to see, and I just imagine how people between the 1992 to 1995, where this war was happening, how they were surviving. So please, let's say no to violence. Let's give peace a chance everywhere we find peace, and let's not fight wars, guys. And thank you very much for taking me through the tunnel. Thank you very much. In the war, there was a lot of water, about 30 centimeters of water under the equipment with body armor and rifles. So that means you can kill yourself. How difficult was it to go through the tunnel? From the video we saw, there was a lot of water in the tunnel. How were they surviving? It was, I can imagine, man. You want to take a photograph with the weapon? Yes. So I'm going to look at the pose. And
You must get helmet.
helmet. Wow. So guys, this was one of the helmets that was used during the war. It's so heavy.
Real helmet.
Real helmet. So is this bulletproof?
Yes. If you want, you can put on your head and we can try.
I will not try this, huh? I believe you. Okay.
Right.
Wow. Wow, so heavy. So what kind of rifle is this?
Machine gun.
A machine gun. Okay. Wow. This was actually from the war?
Yes, that's replica.
Oh, replica. Okay.
No, we don't have that
It's a replica, guys. So,
automatic weapon.
an automatic weapon, automatic rifle from the war, guys. Thank you very much for showing me this. I am grateful. This is an awesome guy. The guys here in Bosnia, awesome people. They have been showing me around.
Like a taxi driver and your guide.
Yes.
Very good people.
Very good people. Morgan Freeman.
Yes.
The original entrance to the tunnel. Wow. So the bullets were able to put holes on these walls. He's saying that 1,800 innocent children were killed in Sarajevo during that war. 1,800 children. Man, guys, that's really sad. Sad to hear. Wow. Based on the information I got that the road from Sarajevo to Mostar is bad, I've decided to go to the bus station to find out if the bus would be making the trip. So it depends on what we find out at the bus station. If the trip is not going to hold, then my 7 days adventure across the Balkans is at serious risk and everything will just be in jeopardy because Mostar is very important in the planning. I have to travel from Mostar tomorrow to Qatar. So I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll get to the bus station, I will find out. We won't have time anymore. Now we are going to the bus station. Yes, we are going to the bus station straight.
Imat ćeš vremena na autobuskoj stanci da jedeš zato što ćeš dugo putovat 7-8 sati. Zato se dobro najedi i ponesi vode ili soka da imaš u autobusu.
You will have time to eat at the bus station because you will be traveling for 7 to 8 hours. So eat well and bring water or juice to have with you on the bus. Okay, so that's good advice. Ordinarily, the trip from Sarajevo to Mostar is supposed to be around 2 hours, 2 hours 30 minutes max. But from what he's saying right now, the road is terrible and you have to take a longer route that would make us be on the road for over 7 hours. That was definitely not part of the plan when I was making this trip. But I don't know, let's see how it goes.
Ovdje na autobuskoj imaš dobru ćevabđincu, pojedi ćevape, to je bosanski specijalitet.
Here at the bus station, you have a good kebab shop. It's a Bosnian specialty. So I've not had anything to eat all day, and hopefully we find something to eat at the bus station.
Pucali, ovdje je sve bilo spaljeno.
Snipers were shooting from those buildings and everything was burned here. So those buildings over there, that's where they were shooting from. Wow. So Dino has brought me to the bus station and everything is around 120 Bosnian mark. We've done our conversion, so I give him $100.
Yes, thank you.
And he gives me change of 50 Bosnian mark. So Dino, thank you very much. Nice meeting you.
Ti si moj brat.
Yes, thank you. So guys, let me say thank you to Dino and bye. When you come to Bosnia, Sarajevo, look for Dino. I had plans to visit other places in Sarajevo, including a quick stop at Jablanica, but because a terrible flood had affected Bosnia at the time of my visit, I had to cancel all other tours and found my way straight to the bus terminal for the long drive to Mostar. My driver recommended I stopped at a local cafe by the bus terminal to grab breakfast before starting the journey, and I'm glad I followed his advice because the food was really nice. I'm at the central bus station at Sarajevo. It's from here I'm joining this particular bus to Mostar. Just for your information, if you are ever here and you intend to use the washroom, maybe you want to do number 1 or number 2, do note that you have to pay 1 Bosnian mark for you to use the toilet here. And one observation I have about Bosnia so far is that cash is king. So just come prepared with cash, and most of the places I've tried to buy things, everywhere they would tell you only cash is allowed. So I'm used to traveling with only my cards, but luckily this time I just felt I should have some cash in my wallet, and that's been my saving grace so far. I finished eating and I was like, okay, I'll pay with my card, and they told me cash only. And funny thing, I didn't ask before I started eating. So if I had no cash in my wallet, what would have happened? Maybe I would have become an employee, started washing some plates and all that. But anyways, Bosnia so far has been interesting, and all of the activities I had planned, like moving from Sarajevo to Mostar, stopping at Kravish, stopping at Jablanica, stopping at a lot of different places, that would no longer happen because the road is bad. So I'm just going to use the bus. It's going to take me about 4 hours or 4 hours 30 minutes, but I don't mind. I just need to get to Mostar because it's from Mostar I'm heading to the next country, and we'll unveil that tomorrow. But in the meantime, I hope you're having fun watching this adventure. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button right now. Before I board the bus going to Mostar, I think it's important to just mention that on the flight from Turkey to Bosnia, I was the only black person on that flight, and I got quite a few stares, and it just brought to my mind the frequent questions I get, how it feels like traveling as a black person, and I'm just going to provide the same default answer I provide all the time. I would simply say, embrace your identity, be confident in yourself, and never assume that people are racist by default until they have proven beyond reasonable doubt that they are indeed racist individuals. I have traveled around for a few years to different places, and I have never directly been a victim of racism. And I'll just simply say, don't allow the fears of racist people wherever in the world prevent you from exploring the world. The world is yours to conquer, and get out of your comfort zone. Just go to somewhere new, and it's by traveling you will learn something new. So anyone who is racist out there, please, we are one people, please shun racism. Okay, let's keep going. I was happy I could get a seat on the bus with all the several road closures in effect. The bus trip was longer than I had prepared my mind for when I was planning the trip, but I couldn't complain because of how beautiful the views on the road were. There were intervals that the road felt like a long thread, cutting across several mountains and rocky terrains. The trees were green and the clouds were bright. Indeed, the beauty in nature is endless. We stopped halfway through the journey for people to stretch their legs and use the washrooms. Hey guys, we just had a little stopover somewhere to do a little stretch break from the drive. Scenic views. Driving around this country of Bosnia has been very beautiful. From where I sat on the bus, just looking through all of the mountains, all of the terrains, it's really truly beautiful. Some parts are really very high. It was so high that at some point it was as if we were driving through the clouds, and I'm like, oh wow, this is really nice. Some passengers grabbed something to eat while others smoked away the entire stop. My job the whole time was simply to admire the beautiful landscapes before me. We continued the journey and soon arrived in Mostar. What a day, guys. Finally arrived in the city of Mostar, and we will try to explore as much as possible. It's 6 p.m. so apparently it took about 5 hours 30 minutes to use the longer route from Sarajevo all the way to Mostar. So I'll quickly just go to my hotel, well, my apartment, and see what it looks like, drop my bags, freshen up, and hit the streets. I walked from the bus terminal to my accommodation for like 10 minutes, and I was in high anticipation to get some rest after a long journey, but definitely not before exploring the ancient city of Mostar. Mirror. Yeah, guys. So I'm going to hit the showers right away, freshen up, and I'm definitely going to see the old bridge first. I don't know, but we'll see how we explore Mostar before it's completely dark. But in the meantime, if you haven't subscribed to this channel at this point, then I don't know what exactly it is you are waiting for. So hit that subscribe button, support this channel, and we'll keep telling stories around the world. Okay, now feeling so fresh, about to set out and see how much of Mostar we can explore before it's nightfall. It's already dark, but that's not going to stop us from going out. I have the options of going to at least 5 places, but let's see how much of it we can cover. So follow me, let's go guys. I started my exploration of Mostar from the Karadoz Bay Mosque, which was just a stone throw from my apartment. Luckily for me, I have found someone who is willing to tell me about the history. I already read online that it's a 16th century Ottoman mosque, but the brother's name is Ibrahim, and here he is.
Actually, a welcoming town of Mostar, one of the most beautiful city in the region of the south of Bosnia.
This historically significant mosque was built in 1557, and it features a large central dome, a 35-meter tall minaret, a beautifully crafted stone facade, and an intricate interior finish. I observed prayers with the locals after the quick tour of the mosque, before setting out to find Mostar's very famous Starry Mosque. So right now, I'm walking towards the Old Bridge, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And I think the Old Bridge has been a World Heritage Site since 2005. It's one of the most significant and iconic places you have to visit whenever you're in Mostar. So you can see it's right behind me. It's another 2 minutes walk from where I am, and I'm heading there right away. Mostar is a city located in southern Bosnia and Herzegovina, strategically situated on the Neretva River. It is a culturally and historically rich city, known for its stunning natural beauty, architectural landmarks, and resilient people. Mostar has a long and complex history, with various empires and civilizations vying for control for many of its early years. The city was an important center of trade and culture during the Ottoman Empire between 1482 to 1878. And it later became part of Yugoslavia from 1918 to 1992. I'm now standing right at the center of the Old Bridge, and this was the reason I came to Mostar, the Old Bridge of Mostar, otherwise known as Starry Mosque. Earlier today in Sarajevo, everyone wanted cash. Now I'm out of cash, and it appears without cash I can't have dinner. I've gone to a number of places, no cards, only cash accepted is either euros or Bosnian mark. No USD is accepted, so I'm toast. But let's keep looking for food, guys, because I'm starving now. I located these lovely restaurants by the Neretva River with views of the Old Bridge in the background, and settled in for something from the menu I could relate with. So I finally found somewhere where I can pay with my card, and it feels exciting because I was just wondering, am I going to sleep with empty stomach tonight? But luckily my card is going to work, and I'm ordering for ram steak with rice and a few other things. If you pay close attention, you'll notice that the Old Bridge is directly behind me. So this place is called Labyrinth. I'll just put the exact name on the description below. Hopefully when the food comes, I will tell you if it's nice and if I'm actually recommending. So I like how these guys have claimed part of the rock in their building. In the washroom of this restaurant right now, and you can see the rock and some parts of the wall. Nice one, I like it. So dinner has arrived. Let's dive right in. This visit to Bosnia has been much more exciting than I imagined. It came with a lot of challenges, the floods, the road, and it's made my arrival in Mostar to be delayed. But nonetheless, it's not a journey I would have ever regretted embarking upon. I think it's best for us to end day 1 here and continue day 2 on another video. Thank you very much for joining me on this ride. and I hope you have given this video a like so that YouTube is motivated to show it to a wider audience. I also hope you have subscribed to the channel and turned on notification so you are up to date with the more amazing videos I hope to bring your way. There are 6 more days to go on this 7 days adventure, so this is just the beginning. Please proceed to the very next video to see the next country our adventure is taking us. Until I see you in that video, it is cheers and bye for now.